Good day, students and viewers. In today's video, we are going to look at cofunction relationship. Suppose you have a triangle, a right angle triangle, and here is angle theta, here is right angle. Definitely the sum of these two angles will be 90 degrees. So if here is theta, definitely whatever is here is going to be theta, is going to be 90 degrees minus theta. This is the angle here. Suppose you said this angle is phi and here is theta. Definitely phi plus theta is going to be 90 degrees. So therefore phi is going to be equals to 90 degrees minus theta. So that is why we have this. Suppose you have, this is your y, this is your x, and this is r. Now, what is sine theta? Sine theta is going to be, y opposite over hypotenuse, that is y over r. And then now in relation to sine theta, what is this ratio? What is it in terms of 90 minus theta? So therefore this is equals to cosine, adjacent over hypotenuse, which is the same, which is y over r. But this is equals to cos 90 minus theta. Now what is cos theta? Cos theta is adjacent over hypotenuse, that is x over r. But in terms of 90 minus theta, is going to be opposite to 90 minus theta over r. And this is equals to sine 90 minus theta. Similarly, tan theta is going to be opposite over adjacent, and that is equals to y over x in terms of theta. Now in terms of 90 minus theta, opposite is x. Opposite in terms of theta, what is y over? So this is adjacent over adjacent over opposite. But what is adjacent over opposite? So this is x over y, and that is equals to cot 90 degrees minus theta. Similarly, the other three trigonometrical ratios will follow immediately, such as the cosec theta. What is cosec theta? It is the reverse of this, the reciprocal of sine. So cosec theta is going to be r over y. But what is r over y in terms of 90 minus theta? R over y, so is the same thing in terms of 90 minus theta. This is adjacent over hypotenuse. Adjacent over hypotenuse. But this is cos. Adjacent over hypotenuse. But this is equals to cos 90 degrees minus theta. Now, what about the sec? Sec theta is going to be the reverse of the reciprocal of cos. This is r over x. But in terms of 90 minus theta, r over x, this is the inverse of cosec. I mean the reciprocal of cosec. The reciprocal of sine, which is equals to cosec. (90 minus theta). Now, what is cot theta? Cot theta is going to be adjacent over opposite, which is equals to x over y. But in terms of 90 minus theta, x over y is opposite over adjacent. But this is tan. 90 degrees minus theta. Now, one can give an example. A simple example you can give is the relationship between 30 degrees and 60 degrees on a right angle triangle. If here is 60, here is 30. Definitely you have, this is 30 degrees, this is 60 degrees. The sum of the two will be 90 degrees. So 90 plus 90, you have 180 degrees, which is the sum of angles in a triangle. Now, what is sine? From the previous sine 30, suppose this is y, this is x, and this is r. What is sine 30 degrees? Sine 30 degrees is x over r. But x over r in terms of this, in terms of 60 degrees, is equals to, in terms of 60 degrees, it will be give you cos, because it is adjacent over hypotenuse, so cos 60 degrees. What is cos 30 degrees? Cos 30 is the same thing as adjacent to 30 over hypotenuse. So adjacent is y over r. But in terms of 60, this is opposite over hypotenuse. So this is equals to sine 60 degrees. What is tan 30? Tan 30 degrees is opposite over adjacent, which is equals to x over y. But in terms of 60 degrees, you have x over y is adjacent over opposite, which is equals to cot 60 degrees. So other trigonometrical ratios will follow the same. For example, they'll follow suit. For example, we talk about cosec 30 degrees. So cosec 30 degrees is equals to r over x, but r over x in terms of 60 degrees is what? Hypotenuse over adjacent, which is equals to sec 60 degrees. Now, sec 30 degrees is equals to sec 30, and that is equals to r over y, based on this, just the reciprocal. So now, r over y, in terms of 60, r over y, this is equals to cosec. That's the reciprocal of sine, which is equals to cosec 60 degrees. Now, tan cot 30 degrees. What is cot 30 degrees? Cot 30 is going to be cot is x over r. But what is x over r in terms of 60? Is adjacent over hypotenuse. So this is equals to cosine 60 degrees. And that is an example on this.